My passport is expiring this year, so let's do my makeup. I found Evelina. I'm obsessed with her tutorial on her passport photo makeup. I'm gonna try to recreate it. First, before even skincare and prep, I'm going to do eyebrows just to make sure there's no product in my brow hairs. Fill them in with your favorite pencil. I'm using the Winky Lux. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation because it photographs really well. I'm gonna use a brush first to really pack this into my skin. And then with the damp sponge, I'm just gonna pick up whatever I have left in the back of my hand with the foundation. And this is just going to help melt everything in a little bit further. And then make sure to go on the ears. You already know my Natasha Denona concealer. I'm gonna use my Westman Atelier contour. I'm gonna pack this on. This is in shade Biscuit. And I'm gonna pick it up higher like she was saying. Basically where I would apply blush. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more like right here. Want this face snatched. That's why I have this kind of hairstyle. I'm gonna use a smaller concealer brush and just start working this in. Go in the inner corner. Going to conceal my eyes as well. Foundation brush that I used. Just gonna go over those lines. Now before I set everything with a powder, I'm gonna refresh my skin. I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And I'm gonna use the original Givenchy powder. This is not the reformulated one. I'm gonna mix all the colors together. I'm gonna take the powder puff and kind of work it just right here. Make sure it's nice and even. Start setting my face. And I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush now and work it into the brush. This is gonna go on the forehead. I'm gonna use Gucci bronzer in shade 1. It's gonna go also on the high points of my cheeks. I'm gonna bring some extra up here. This is the Too Faced Cloud Crush blush in Candy Clouds. And I'm only going like right here in the outer corners of my face. Again, use your mist. I'm gonna use my Dior Backstage palette. I'm just gonna mix these 3 shades together. I'm gonna add it right here, center of my cheeks, a little bit right here, bridge of my nose, and then your powder foundation of choice. This is going to add a little bit more coverage, but also going to brighten under my eyes. And I'm going to use the same powder puff. This is the Makeup Forever, one of the best powder foundations, right in the center. You want to snatch that area even further. And then just take that powder brush that I used on the forehead, softly dust around the nose, and a little bit right here into the cheeks. For lip liner, Natasha Denona in NP1 Natasha. I'm gonna add the shade Line Leader in Maybelline Lifter Lip Liner. This has a little bit more pink in it. Now let's do the eyes. I'm gonna pick up the Sephora Pro Crease 26 brush and using a neutral medium toned brown shade. I'm gonna work this right into outer portion of my eye and also start dragging this, blending it out. And then I'm gonna take, this is Spectrum with Katie Jane Hughes number 21 brush, the same color. I'm gonna focus this on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take that same brush, I'm gonna take the darker neutral shade, and I'm gonna start working this in the outer corner and then open my eyes and create a little wing. And then I'm gonna start flicking it up into that first brown shade. I'm gonna add a little bit of that darker brown also into the lower lash line and the lightest shade in the palette, all from the inner corner, and like build it up where the brown meets. And then I'm gonna take that first brush, whatever is left on that brush, gently just soften all of these edges. I'm gonna take my Victoria Beckham, the Satin Kajal in black, just go over where I used the brown, keeping it as close as possible to the lash line, and go in with that brown. And I'm gonna start kind of like smoking it out a little bit. And I'm gonna take that black shade in the palette and I'm going to really build up that pigment by just stamping, creating that wing. Curl your lashes, Shiseido eyelash curler. I'm gonna use my Kevyn Aucoin The Volume Mascara. Don't forget your lower lashes as well. And then for lipstick, my Prada in B108. Tiny bit of gloss. This is the Revlon, the Super Lustrous Lip Glass Shine in pink 2. I'm ready. Let's go take my passport photo. And it's storming outside.